Milo. All right, there we go. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got to set the candles, candles, candles. They're all getting set to blue. The red and blue. Semi-final for the Palace, the Palace, the Palace, the Palace. Crystal Palace, the Palace, the Palace. Yeah. There we go. GPP, mate. GPP. GPP. Stocks. First time, wasn't it? Was it GPP? Ah, jeez. GGP. GGP. Right. Hope you're all right. Hope Tash all right. Hope the boys are all right. Yeah. Hey, there we go. Great than gold. Right. Let's switch up to the day. Well, let's go to the week, month. Okay. Wowzers, trousers. What happened back there? 2019 shot through the roof. There's the big high. Let's just put a big old line on that then. Okay, let's put that big line on that. Down the weekly, if in doubt, zoom out, get the big old picture. Okay, so we know there's a propensity just to explode out of somewhere. What drove that explosion, which got underway 2020 to 2021? Right, okay. Great than gold. Okay, looks like the low is in. So let's see that one. Let's put some lines in, see where these lows go. Well, flip a red one in. There we go. Red. Right then. Let's see what the fibs do. So it's been consolidating, hasn't it, really? It's gone down. Kind of found its low there. Lows ranging from 755 right the way down to call it 5. Right. Okay. So those are the absolute lows. So still in the weekly here. Really, so got down to there. This real consolidation phase, I suppose, started around here. August 2022. What happened in August 2024? August. Why August, September 24? Everything exploded. And then everything went up. So it really affected. So it's doing its own thing. Let's put a fibs in under this. So the low around there. Okay. Zoom into that low. Lock in. Okay. Oh, right. 236. It's attacking, trying to get about and above the 236 there, which is interesting, actually. So, yeah, it's a really key level on the breakout. It's just been consolidating. So, what's been happening? Consolidation phase, just rattling along, flat lining for a long time, just look up and down. There in the weekly. So this 236 is a key level. Let's pop a big fat red line on there just to be sure. Fantastic. Flip up to the daily. Let's go work down 5 day. Try and figure out what time frame kind of works best. Looking at these. 5 days of trading. Wowzers, what has it done? Popped down and launched back up off of the 200 day moving average. Okay, looking to get a crossover there in the 5 day. Okay. 3 days. Wowzers, trousers. Whoa. Okay. So it's overextended 3 day, massively overextended in the 3 day. Way above that 50 day moving average. Wow. Okay. Blimey. Okay, now the 4 hour looks a bit more technically proficient at the moment. Okay, yeah. So looking back, certainly through 2024. Those tests on the 200 day there, you know, those are the resistance points, weren't they? Down to the 150 moving average quite comfortably there. Actually, so that's technical support. So is that the 4 hour? Let's have a look at the hourly. What have we got going on in the hourly? Hourly's behaving a little bit like an exponential moving average there. Goodness me. Wow, okay. How did you hear about this one? Oh my gosh. Wow. This is a harbinger, a signal of something that's going to happen in the market. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Let's have a look at the exponential moving averages. Okay, so this is exponential moving average a little bit, you know, it's quicker, it's more rapid, reacts faster than the moving average in terms of where the price movement and everything else is going. You know, so this one moves a little bit. So there's a lot of lag with the standard moving average. Okay, daily. Let's have a look at you here. That's nice. Yeah, rides along the green line quite well. Old Donald put his volatility in there. Put back up. Okay. It's a bit toppy there for a moment. Higher, high on the price, lower high on the moving on the RSI there. It's absolutely done really, really well. Okay. Yeah, let's just flip that in. Just put it in there. Some sort of trend line system, traffic light trend lines. I don't know if anyone else does this. Seems to work for me quite well. Red. Extend that out. Use a bit of style. Extend right line. Okay. Put green in. Woo, 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 woo. Amber, sorry. This is looking alright. Donald doing his Donnelly thing. Let's keep that green. Now, what happened way back when? 2020. I wonder what were the drivers there. I mean, was it more than just global liquidity, i.e., the amount of money that was being printed and put into the system, which is happening now? What they call M2. So money M2, central banks can find out. Just Google global M2 liquidity, I think, and you'll see at the moment the central banks are printing a lot of money. Essentially, that is quantitative easing. So yeah, when that happens, markets respond because there's money about. And this is, we've got utterly different circumstances. Makes it quite confusing at times. All right, let's see what we got there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hmm. Hmm. It's a tough whole thing to work out. It's right, okay. Come on in. Let's have a look at your 5 day. Right, okay. Hmm. It's gone bonkers, hasn't it? Absolutely bonkers. The 5 day again. Yeah, so we got the. I forgot, it's just, yeah, the RSI has gone high and the price of action has gone up even more. It's come down. Retesting on there. So it's bouncing along and just testing that 236. It's tested one, come burst up through the 236, come down, retest. Yeah, so it's burst up, tested, drifted up, retested. So we've got an area now, perhaps around here, to look at. So we know for sure if it breaks above there, as we got a. Well, I didn't even see the price on that. Hourly, 2 hours. Okay. So it breaks above 15, I think that's what it is. Then it might be have something interesting then. Let's see if we can get that down. Ooh, 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 ooh. 1470. Okay, so it breaks above that. 1470. Things are going to be interesting. I might actually see if I can get some of this. I'm going to put my stop loss probably at 1282, 1280. I'll put it 1280. See what we can get. Price currently 1340. I might buy a few lots of these. See what happens. I have to do some more research. What's going on in the gold mining? They also do copper, don't they? See what the proportion is at what that company's doing. So gold is going to be fantastic. What's their growth on the gold side? They also do copper. So that's quite something. And as you know, the world's looking at a bit of recession. We've got all them tariffs and everything. Probably manufacturing declining, all those sort of things need to be looked at. Consumer confidence is going down, down, down. People are, all the surveys are looking like, not so confident about the future, even about their jobs. People ain't buying as much. We can look at the American car market, that's one thing, for example. And they got, some of them American manufacturers got about 2.5 years of stock surplus. They can't get rid of their cars. And that's a big thing in America, the old car market. That's a big indicator out there. Car finance, that's looking like subprime at the moment. Like subprime 2008, big short stuff. What else is it? There's so much stuff out there. A while back, China was dumping copper, but Australia, conversely, I heard Australia managed to sweep up a load of copper supply contracts because the Chinese said no to the Americans, and the Australians come in and slid in there and picked it up. And there's other stuff they're doing as well. I think beef market, Australia's got that as well. They're going to China. China said, yeah, we'll have the Australian beef, don't want the American stuff. Yeah. So I wonder if they are going to, copper ain't going to be a big demand. So I can't see that. Because, manufacturing and all that sort of thing. Gold, definitely. Bricks, people flood to gold at times. It's been a massive surge in gold. Gold's continually making higher highs. Gold is doing really, really well. And obviously, the Greatland do gold as well. What is this? This also, perhaps, this pattern in here, maybe, possibly, looks like a head and shoulders pattern, potentially. Where's the pen? Is this one shoulder? Is this another shoulder? And is that the head? Inverse head and shoulders sort of thing. Shoulder in there, shoulder in there. And is this the head here? So, yeah. Put some eyes on there. Nose. There you go. Mouth. Looks like something else. No, that's a perfectly good picture, isn't it? There we go. Inverse head and shoulders, maybe, is pertaining to. Key level. It's definitely that 236 at about that 1290 level. Massive. See how it's come down, slightly wick down, and opens and the closes are significant. There's a lot more wick in there. Bears have tried to drive that down. Bulls have rapidly pushed that back up again, haven't they? Let's have a look on the hourly. even better picture there. Really, 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 really is trying to get above and stay above that. Will this just simply ride along, go sideways for a bit? Hourly, we got that little roll over there. Finding support here. So we're going to find a little bit of compression, a little bit of a squeeze, perhaps might pop down. Might hold that support and just batter lateral. So it holds that support through there. It sort of eases up. Maybe an ascending triangle pops up. Who knows? Let the RSI cool down in the hourly. And then maybe come down and retest or not. Or might it just go a little bit lower? Let's check that 4 hour. Just come down, let it cool down. Just let those moving averages catch up. 4 hour. Ooh. Higher. RSI has been declining and come down hard, so it was due for something of a correction anyway. Correction has happened. Will it re-correct? He's sat in the 4 hourly nicely on that moving average. The Donald effect and the resulting recovery making a higher high on the recovery from the sheer reaction. That relief rally has regained that level. A level it was declining from, perhaps, but that was perhaps in response to Donald and tariffs and all that stuff through there. Let's go back further through November. How did he do? 5th of November. 4th, 5th declined after Donald got elected. Went in, markets went up. Somewhat inverse in a way to perhaps the American markets. When, despite all the tariff rattling, that has popped up quite well, hasn't it? A lot of other stocks have been basically rolling over. Very bullish. It's got a lot of upward momentum, hasn't it? God, when did you get in this one then? So there's some stuff that's happened where things have been consolidating like this, undervalued perhaps, or what they call, is it overweight? What was it? Someone put me onto Rolls Royce, also British Airways, and they kind of just went in the doldrums a bit and rattled along the ground. Palantir was another one. Looks a lot like Palantir in a way. Real big high in the 2021, 22. Rattled all the way down. You know, 2022, 23, rattled along like that. And then burst up and came up to right the way through the key levels of the fibs and the previous significant lows and highs and consolidation areas, and eventually broke I think did Rolls Royce break the previous high? I think it did. Rolls British Airways group that's done similar. Palantir has just absolutely exceeded. So yeah, that's very interesting. So look at the charts on those ones. I might have them. Let's go to it. PLCR. Stop candle. Yeah, that fantastic high up there, Feb 21. Rattled on down, didn't it? Rattled on down and has far exceeded itself. So the main thing we're looking at is that long multi-year consolidation low, really. 2022 finally broke out of it in May 2023. Can you hear the shouting in the background? The PSG and the Villa are shouting. Go on, go on. His missus is not here today. Yeah, so yeah, it got up above that 236 area there, isn't it? And kind of, come here, yeah, sort of pretty much in a way got above there. So we found this sort of level through there, didn't it? Above the 236 and held that support, retesting, formed a nice baseline and consolidation area support, key level support, and it's very lateral, wasn't it, before moving on up. And yeah, I think that's well exceeded the previous high, hasn't it? Now, yeah, previous high was there. It's just gone up. Let's have a look. No, we're not Rich Tech. Rolls Royce. Here we go. Right, let's clear all these drawings. That's the weekly. That was, 2019, 2020. Rattled along sideways before breaking out and upwards. And has it exceeded its previous high? Absolutely. Wow. There we go. Rolls Royce, IAG, International Airlines Group. I think they're called IAG. International Consolidated Airline. You see, yeah, pops up, comes down, goes sideways for a bit. Well, that was a W bottom before going up again. Similar thing, came down, rattled along sideways, moving up, and worked its way up through the fibs. And is, what are you doing? Ouch! That's had a decline. Wow, that got hit hard, didn't it, by old Donald's?